42 degrees at 9 a.m. and windy. Forecast shows a lot windy today. Yeah, pretty strong winds today. And wind's chilly today too, for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, it's chilly. At 42, it don't feel like 42. It feels colder. Probably because of the wind. I'll have to wait and see. Well, at least it's sunny today. Mostly sunny. It's a wind. It's a north wind, and it's a cold wind. Even at 42. 42 should feel warm, but it don't. Yeah, the wind's from the north today, or right now anyway. And forecast shows the winds are going to get stronger this afternoon. 20 to 30 miles an hour. That's pretty high. That's like double what it normally is. So, about all I'm going to do today is take a drive out to the big pasture to check my fence work that I did yesterday. See how the cattle are responding to the electric fence on top of those T-posts. And then, yeah, because I don't like to work in the wind. I would like to take the truck, but it's still too wet for that truck. And I'm supposed to be, but then tomorrow it's supposed to be like a forecast shows 70 degrees for tomorrow. So I'll be feeding hay tomorrow. The ground is drying out slowly, but it's taking a while. Yeah, it's still pretty soft. The ground's still soft most places. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go check out where the cattle are here first. Of course, I'm not expecting any calves. Although, let's see, Thursday. On the 2nd of March, I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. It'd be the Sunday. This Sunday. Oh, there's a cardinal in that tree. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that old mama cow here. Because she was in heat 3 weeks ago. So I want to see if she's still coming into heat. And I want to see if that white bull keeps trying to ride her. So we'll see. Just kept to observe, see what happens. Yeah, the sun feels good, but that wind, whew, the wind is cold. Yeah, wind is cold. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to I'll put a bale there. I won't put none up on top in the barn. Yeah, I'll put a bale right there. They still got plenty of hay here, and I've seen them eating in over there too. So, yeah, and there's still plenty in the barn. And the grass is going to start growing now. If we get 70 degrees, I don't know what's going to do today, but because wind is cold. Now the wind's from the west. Yeah, wind's coming in from the west. Yeah, maybe it's the west wind, I don't know. But it's still cold, whichever direction it's from. It's cold. And I'm going to be heading to the barn now. See what's happening out there. That's probably where the cattle are, up at the barn, staying warm. At least the sun's out. Sunshine, mostly clear skies. There's some clouds out to the south and east near the horizon, but nothing above me. Nothing above me. Look at that. Clear skies. Clear skies of Illinois. Yeah. Blue skies. Blue skies. That means high pressure. That's probably why it's windy. High pressure system's coming in from the north, which is cool, dry air. It'd feel good in summertime, but not now. I was hoping for some warm weather. Well, there's the cattle down in the big pasture. They're up by the bridge. Or the gate, main gate. Yeah. I'll be headed down there later. In no hurry, have no work down there, but all I'm going to do is check the fence that I put up yesterday. see if they're rubbing their heads on it, but they're not up there now, so so I don't have to worry about it until they go up there. We'll see. But I'm sure when I go up there, they'll follow me. They usually do. Right now, it looks like they're starting to nibble on the grass again, whatever's growing. It's pretty short, but they're still getting the taste of the new grass. Yeah, that's the one I gotta be watching. She comes in the heat again on oh no, what? On Sunday. Today's Thursday. Yeah, that's because they're supposed to come in heat every 21 days, so I'll be watching somewhere around there. She was in heat 3 weeks ago, so, and there's the other big heifer, old heifer. Yeah, she was out with the big bull last summer, so she's got till June. If she's bred, she's got till June to have a calf. And unfortunately, that younger heifer, she had a stillborn calf a couple weeks ago, so I lost it, or she lost it. So well, just have to hope for a better outcome next year, and if little bully can breed her. Okay, since I'm here, let me check the groundhog trap. I forgot. No, nothing in the trap. It's not tripped yet, but one thing I forgot, the cattle ate the hay. But at least there's still some hay inside. Yeah, there's hay inside, so it should still work. From now on, I'll just put the hay inside. I won't put none on top. I'll go back to using my boards on top to block the light. Yeah. Oh well. I tried it. It didn't work. What you doing, buddy? Don't rub on that. I think you rub. You got this little tree here. Don't rub on that. Oh, there. That's part. I got that blocking the hole there. There, groundhog dug last year. Oh boy, crazy cows. They rub on everything. There. How's that? That's better. Hope I catch a groundhog. I caught 2 last year. Yeah. I think a male and a female. And with the trap anyway, with this trap. And then I got 5 baby groundhogs with my rifle. Yeah, because I guess they lost their mama. They just came out and I got them. Couldn't catch them in a trap, they're too light. Oh, that moss on the pond is growing again. Yeah, it was covered last year, but there's still water there to drink, so. They got water in the other pond, and they got water at the pond on top by the road. Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice day over here. I'm out of the wind here. Yeah, I can see the trees. The wind's from the west, I guess. Maybe not from the north, but it feels like the north. It feels like a north wind. It's so cold. Hi, guy. Hello, bud. Little bully. How you doing? You gonna be a breeding bull? You gonna grow up and breed those 3 cows you got here? Alright, well, I'll let you go. Okay. I got other things to do. Not much, but something. Catch you later. Yeah. There's the dead calf that the heifer had. It's right about there. Yeah. Yeah. Somewhere there. The vultures died, came out over there. It was laying there when I found it a couple weeks ago. But the vultures had moved it over to there. But there's still plenty left. The cattle didn't eat it all. The vultures didn't eat it all. So it won't last long now as it's thawing out. They'll find it, or the coyotes will. It'll disappear. I can see the cattle through the trees down there. Yeah, I think the bridge is on the left. The cattle are next to the bridge, just hanging out. I used to have a salt block there, but I moved it across the creek. But if I ever lock it, when I lock them out of this area here, that's why I do that. There'll always be salt on the other side, and they'll always be on that side. But around May, I'll lock them out of here for a month, out of the pasture by the road, let it grow up, get big and thick. But not yet. A couple more months before I do that. So I'll just let them eat the grass until then. Hi girl, are you pregnant? I couldn't tell, I can't tell. You've always been fat. Yeah, you've always been a fat heifer. You never had a calf before. Even when I had a bull here before. Yeah. But we'll see. You were with that big bull last summer. But I gotta watch her, the one in the back, the mama cow. She might. Oh wait, this is the mama cow. What am I talking about? This is the mama cow. Huh. I can't even tell them apart anymore. This is the mama cow. She's the one that's going to come into heat. The fat heifer is back there. It's way back there. Okay, let's go back to the house. Yeah. I hope the little bully can breed these when they come into heat. I don't know if he's big enough to handle them. But as long as he tries, I guess that's better than nothing. He'll grow eventually. What do you want from me? You never followed me before. Yeah, you got a nice set of horns there, girl. Old mama cow. There's a heifer that lost her calf, stillborn. And then that one, that's the big heifer. Big, fat heifer. She's always been like that. But I think she's got a belly. I think she might have a calf too. Whether she's going to have a good one, I don't know. But she's fat. It could be from hay, but she's just fat. I said she's got until June. If she's bred, she's got until June to have a calf. Alright, we'll see. Alright. Let me head out to the big pasture. Check on them too. Basically, I just want to check the fence, but since they're down in the bottom, since the cattle are down in the bottom down there, I'll wait till they, how about till they head to the top? Yeah, I'm going to feed hay tomorrow, so I'll probably wait till then, but I just feel like going out today, even if it's windy and cold. Yeah, it'll be warmer up on top, where I feed them hay. Because of the trees. Yeah, I can see it's windy from the waves in the pond. It's supposed to get even stronger this afternoon, so I need to go out this morning to check that. But there's no hurry. I got all day. Yeah, the wind's from the west. I can tell by the waves. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. I'll have to dress warmer when I go out today. Yesterday I was able to just take my jacket off and just use my t-shirt. Even took my sweatshirt off. I was sweating working on that fence yesterday. It was nice. Some green grass starting to grow. Not growing much today though. Actually, you can even see a tinge of grain, tinge of green. The grass is just starting to pop up. Just a little bit here and there. Yeah, it's got like a green haze to it. Yeah, it'll get greener as the days get warmer, approaching spring. And then after, yeah, when spring hits here, it'll start getting real green. That's what I like to see, green. Green grass means no need for the hay. but then I need the hay to grow, so I can feed in wintertime. So it all works out together. Yeah, that wind's cold, but the sun warming that gate up. That gate is warm. It's not cold. The sun hits it and warms it up. That metal. So it felt good to grab that gate when I went to come out. Yeah. Sun's doing its job. Sun is warming it, even though the wind's blowing the heat away. It still feels good when you're not in the wind. You can see the wind blowing the trees. Yeah. It's supposed to be even stronger this afternoon, so I'm gonna head out this morning sometime before the wind gets too strong. Because I don't like being in the wind unless it's a light, gentle wind. Well, it is warming up today, even with the cold wind, because they went from 42 to 48 in an hour and a half, so it's around 10:30 now. And I'm going to be headed out to the big pasture. And I remember to get the salt block too. Yeah, I remember the salt block today. Well, I put on my heavier coat because I thought it was going to be cold with the wind, but it's sun's warming it up, so I may have to take it off later. But since it's windy, I'm going to leave it on. Well, I got a few things to take with me today. I got the salt block, mineral block, and I got a couple other items that I think I'll need out there. Instead of a corner insulator for a T-post, I'm going to screw that to that big dead tree. Yeah, but I got it drilled to drill out the hole first, so it's easy to screw in. Oh, it reminds me, oh yeah, I got something to turn it with. I use my pliers to turn the white insulator in, porcelain, or whatever you call it, ceramic. And I cut another piece of cedar to put inside that tire. So because there's a gap inside the tire, and a small salt block could fall down. So I'm gonna try to squeeze that in there with the rest of them. See how that works. All right, let's head out to the big pasture in the wind. I'm glad I wore this heavy coat because that wind is cold. Coming from that direction somewhere. Yeah, somewhere. Oh, look at that. Is that a buzzard? Yeah, that's a buzzard. There's a buzzard. Looking for something to eat. Yeah. Okay. I'm headed to the big pasture. It's hard to see. The cattle are way down there. Yeah, way back there on the other end of the pasture. I guess I'll have to go down there and take a look at them since I'm here. But I'm headed that way. Go up the road. I'm going to drop the salt block off first, and then I'll go up and check the fence. Cattle aren't up there right now, but they're down here. But I can still see if they've been scratching on that T-post, if there's any damage done. Since I turned the electric fence, since I electrified the pond dam fence yesterday and added another wire, barbed wire. So let me hug down there and take a look at the cattle first. Looks like I got cattle on both sides. I got some on this side and I got some on the other side of the creek down on the other end. Where I'm sitting right here, it's actually warm because this big hill here is blocking the wind. So there's only a little, so the sun's warming me up pretty quick. Once I get out there, it'll be windy again, so that's why I wore my heavy coat today. Oh, there's a creek crossing down here. The water's flowing, but it's not over the bridge or over the whatever. The little calf's way over there on the other side of the creek with his mama. Yeah. Yeah, they're eating the grass. There's hardly any grass to eat, but it's fresh. It's new grass. They're loving it, even if it's only a little bit. But it'll get more and more as the days go by. As days get warmer, grass will grow more and more. But I still have to feed them hay. They still need hay. Yeah, they're all spread out. Some on this side of the creek, and some on the other side. But they're all getting a taste of the new green grass. Yeah. The baby calf on the other side of the creek, he laid down, or she laid down. It's a heifer. Okay. Well, I gotta go back, go do what I gotta do. First, I gotta go up and put a new salt block in down here by the oiler cattle rub, and then I'm gonna head to the top and put an insulator in for that bar fence. Oh, I forgot something. I was gonna do something. Maybe I still can do it. I need to go back to the house or something first. Well, I picked up a few more items that I thought I might need. And I think the wind's starting to pick up. I better get my business done out there before the wind really gets strong. The ground and especially the road is a lot drier now, firming up. So tomorrow it'll dry up pretty good today in the wind, and the sun. So I'll feed hay tomorrow since I can drive the tractor on the ground now on the pasture road and in the pasture too. So I think I should be okay doing it tomorrow. There's the township. Oh, they got a nice tractor, and they're blading the road off. They're blading the rock, I mean. Looks like he's running the blade backwards. I guess that helps with the grading. Yeah, they take pretty good care of the road. Yeah, I wish I had a tractor like that. That'd be nice. But that ain't gonna happen. Anyway, cattle are starting to make their way back to the creek. So I think they're gonna be heading up to the top pretty soon. So it's just in time for me to go up there. All right. I'm gonna watch him go up the hill just for fun. Oh, he dragged on the thing there. Yeah, he's grading the road. Well, grabbing the rock from the side, I think they should have gone more into the ditch and pulled some of that rock back. A lot of it got pushed out when they graded the snow off back in, was it December? I forget when it was. Yeah. And well, from what I remember, they grade one side and they'll come back and grade the other side, and then the last pass will be down the middle. That's how they usually do it. Okay, cattle, you're gonna follow me up to the top. I got set up the salt block first, then I'll head to the top, work on that fence again. Oh, I'm starting to cook with this coat on, heavy coat on. I'm gonna have to take it off when I get to the top, when there's no wind. Oh, I'm cooking in here. Anyway, I'm ready to head over to the other side of the creek and set up the salt block in there. Let's go. Yeah, this mud here is starting to dry up. That's why I'm going to drive the tractor out here tomorrow, feed hay. Should be dry enough for the tractor. If I can remember, tomorrow when I bring tractor out, I need to load up the log chain, and I want to pull some logs out of this creek on the other side. Well, the stream's flowing good. Yeah, I need to grab onto them with a long chain. I'll do that on my way out after I feed hay. Yeah, grab them with the log chain, either from this end or the other end somewhere, and then maybe from both ends, depending on what I can grab. Grab onto them with the log chain and try to pull them out with a tractor. I've done it before. I ain't worried about the little stuff. I just want to get big logs out, because that's what blocks everything, the bigger logs. Even the road down here is less wet than it was before. Yeah, I think the tractor should be okay tomorrow. Drop off, and I have to go I have to get on the other side to insert that another cedar tree thing stick. Cattle are over there. Try to get a piece of wood about the same size. Need to figure out how to get it in. Oh, I got a little flap there that I can lift up and squeeze it down in there. Okay, let's see if I can do that. Let's see what I can do. I got the stick in there, the log. I can use that little flap I cut there to get it in. That's why I put it there. Okay, well, I guess that. Yeah. Just had to put salt block on top now. Well, this job is done. I hear something. There's the township grading the road. Grading the rock. He's on this side of the road now. Next time he makes it past, it'll be down the center. That's what I think anyway. Alright. Let's head up to the top now. Well, I think it's around 11 o'clock. Yeah, it's windy down here, but I think when I get to the top, I can take my heavy coat off. I'm hot. Even with the wind cooling me off, the sun's warming me up inside my coat. Yeah, it's still wet through here. There, he's coming back already. See, the gravel road ends at that other house, the trailer. That's where the in front of my house, it's an oiled road, so that's why he's coming back. He's going to go down the center now, like I said. And yeah, still a little muddy through here because it's pretty wet. This holds water for a long time. Yeah, but the rest of it's okay. Up here it's drier. Here it's drier. Still wet and spongy, but it's drier. There he goes. Grading the road. They do a good job to take care of the road. I thought about asking for a job doing that. Yeah, but I don't want the responsibility in case something happens. Although it'd be nice to drive a tractor like that. Yeah, it would be nice. What they normally do is they grade the roads where they need graded, and the oiled roads they oil them about once a year, and then in the late summer, like August, and then during the summer, their main job is to keep the grass mowed on the ditches. Yeah, I see that. I'm doing that a lot. And they got this they only cover the township, and the township's only a small part of the county. So okay, let's go up the top. I got the salt block set. Head to the top, do some work on the fence again. Well, it's 11:30. Boy, I had to plug in my spare battery. And the wind right here was so strong when I stopped to plug in my battery. That died down now. It's going to pick up this afternoon. Let's keep going. At least this road's drying up. It took about a week since it started thawing. It took about a week for this all to dry up, be firm again, or firmer. Still a little spongy, but not so bad. Tomorrow should be even better. Yeah, it's a lot warmer up here. There's less wind because of the trees. Trees are blocking it. Anyway, I got a few things to do here. I gotta replace some of this thin wire that I was used for the corners. Yeah, and up there on that trees, wire's too thin. It's going to break. They already broke over there on the T-posts by the big tree, where my quarter insulators are, yesterday. So I had to. Luckily, I had some wire that I doubled up, actually tripled up, or quadruple. Yeah. The smaller wire, but today I got some thicker wire. I'm going to replace it. Well, at least replace this one, and on top of the trees, yeah, I'm going to replace those wires. Otherwise, they're going to break eventually because they're too weak. And I can take my coat off now. At first glance, it doesn't look like they did anything to my fence. Probably because it's electric. If they got shocked, they won't bother it again. Yeah, I got that new barbed wire on top. So if they try to rub the T-posts, they'll get shocked. Anyway, before I can put my insulator on that tree, and I got the extra wire there, so that's good, so I could stretch it all the way to the tree. And then, well, before that though, I got to unhook the fence down on the other end. Let's do that first. The wind can't make up its mind. Sometimes it blows from the west, sometimes from the south. Right now it's southwest. So yeah, it just keeps changing direction. And anyway, it's not as cold here. Yeah, the trees warm up the air, or block the air. That hump was left over when I built this pond. So let me move that trailer ATV closer to where I'm going to be working. I'm able to take off my heavy coat and my jacket. And I kept my sweatshirt on because I'm sweating underneath it, so I'm going to dry out before I take it off. I may not have to because the wind's still chilly when it does blow. Now it's from the northwest, but it's coming out of those woods. It's probably coming up that branch. Yeah, that's what it's doing. Yeah, that wind's blowing up this branch a little stronger than anywhere else. Yeah, blowing right up through this branch. Well, it's right now it's a comfortable wind, but if it gets stronger, then it won't be. I gotta unhook that wire, that red wire, and then I gotta figure out a way to attach that. I got a regular, a small, like a rebar post, fence post, and then I gotta somehow attach that to raise this yellow pole up higher, so I can have the wire come across this way and then down. So I'll have to see what I can do there. See how that's going to work, if I can even do it. But first, I got to unhook the fence so I can work on it. Well, I'm using the yellow and black insulator to hold that metal post there up. Yeah, I got it squeezed in behind it on two of them, on the yellow and the black one. I'm also going to tie it with a twine. But first I got to put my Yeah. I gotta put my yellow pole. No, I gotta tie it first and then put the yellow pole on. That'll help keep the, I'll tie the wire up around that, and then I'll come down and hook it up. Yeah, that should help. Keep it away from the cattle. Yeah, the wire I used to go around the tree is pretty thin, and it breaks. It'll break there or there. So I'm going to leave everything else the same. I'm just going to take another stronger wire, which is this, on both sides, and I'm just going to reinforce it with a better wire. Should hold better. Yeah, that should hold better. Yeah. Okay. Good view of the pond up here, though. And then the fence too. This side's okay. Oh, I got to replace the. I got to add another wire to the insulator on top there too. Yeah, that's tied to the tree. Yeah, I almost forgot about that one. And then I go down there and work on that tree. Put an insulator on that tree. Yeah, it's a nice pond. They don't need to drink there on the pond dam, because before I put that fence up, they were going down in the pond dam so easy because, and they were dragging it down. They were eroding the pond dam, so I had to put that fence up last year. I think it was last year. No, I think it was 2023. Yeah, I think it was 2023. I don't know, either last year or the year before. But I just put a dummy barbed wire up. I thought that'd be enough, but it wasn't. They started rubbing on the T-posts with their head and pushed them down and bent them over. And yeah, stretched the wire. Anyways, with it hot, electrified, it's better. Well, this is how I'm going to have it set up now. The wire comes from the top, yeah, from the tree over to here, and it goes down, wrapped around the plastic so it's not grounded, but I got a metal post in the middle that'll hold it up. And then I got my red wire hooked to the fence. I'm going to unhook it because I got to work on the fence on the other, down by the pond. Now I got to move my ATV because I'm done here on this end. I got to move my ATV down there so I can add another wire up around that small tree there where the insulator is, because that wire's pretty small and it'll break eventually. Yeah, I used too small of a wire yesterday. Well, that's all I could find. I found some thicker wire today, so I'm going to use it. I'm not going to take that off. I'm just going to add to it. That worked on the other tree, and it'll work here too. I'll strengthen that. That won't break. One thing I got to watch for when I tie a wire like this to a tree, because as the tree grows, it expands, right? And then this wire gets cut into the tree. So I have every few years, if it gets too tight, I got to loosen it up. Sometimes I forget. And then the wire's grown into the bark. So harder to get out. Anyway, or it might even kill the tree, but usually it just grows around the wire. Yeah, the tree keeps growing. Anyway, this part's done. Now I gotta work on that one. Where is it? I gotta put an insulator down there. Yeah, to the tree. Well, I got that wire tied up there on the tree. By the way, in case everyone's interested, that's a shagbark hickory. Yeah, shagbark, because the bark, there's two kinds of hickory. There's the smooth bark, which I don't see any around here. But I'm sure they're out here somewhere. Yeah, shagbark. The name tells the whole story. See how the bark is shagging off? It's flaking off. Yeah. Yeah, but
other hickory is a smooth. The bark is smooth. It don't flake off like that. Oh, I got low battery again, so, but I'm almost done. Sun's pretty bright today. I gotta work on that tree there, put an insulator on it. And yeah, the ground's drying out a lot today. Or the past week has been drying out. Feed hay tomorrow, and I moved this fence out a little bit, but I think I can still get my truck through here. Pretty sure. These are the tools I'll need for the next job. Thought I drilled a hole first for my insulator, and I used the pliers to screw it in, to turn it in. The pliers were a handle for turning. And the gloves are for working with the barbed wire, the leather gloves. This job is done. And if I remember right, this dead tree is an elm. I remember it because when they built the pond it was still alive, but over the years it died. And I just saw something. I got some posts that I couldn't pull out before, but now that the ground's soft, I think I can pull them out. I got two here, and I got at least one over there. Yeah, I used to have this all fenced off because I wanted them always to drink on that side, on that end. Then later, and I had both sides fenced off and a fence across the pond, but it didn't work out. Especially some trees fell down and took the fence with it. So I pulled it all out. Now they can drink on all three sides, but not on the pond dam. I don't want them on the pond dam. Okay, let's see if I can pull them out before I run out of battery. I got them out. Oh boy, that was a deep one. They had rubbed on it, I guess. It pushed it all the way down. But I got it out too. I think that was all. I found another one. Okay. Well, I pulled out 4 posts, so that's good. I'm glad the ground was still soft. Well, we're done working on the fence. Oh, I got to go turn it on. I forgot about that. I got to hook it up. I left them 4 small posts out here. I got a tangle of barbed wire there between those 2 posts, and I didn't feel like untangling it, so I just left it there when I first set up this fence around the dam. Okay. In the beginning, I had a fence around the whole area here, down there and around, but the cattle broke through it, and so I just let them walk on the dam. So, but I don't want them on the walking into the water there. All right, I'm done out here, except for turning the fence on. Fence is on. Fence is on and done. Or done and on. There's some water trickling out of that overflow, so the cattle have water here to drink sometimes. That's the overflow on this side of the pond. I straightened up those yellow poles on that side of the pond dam. That's my guide for my truck. Well, fence is done, and it's electrified, so my job is done out here. Looks like the cattle came up finally. Since I'm up here, I'm going to go ahead and cut the net wrap off today for tomorrow. For tomorrow. There's a pregnant heifer. She's walking better. She's still got a limp, but she's walking better. I can't tell. I don't think she had the calf yet, but I'm never sure. At least I didn't see no calf. Let me check her back in, see how wide she is. Oh, she's still got a big belly, but she's still limping. She's bound to have a calf sooner or later. She looks like she's close. Just a matter of weighing. I just don't know when, but at least the weather's good. Yeah, it's going to be real nice tomorrow. Forecast says 70, but 60s for sure. Okay, that's all from today. I got a low battery, so gotta go home. Time to put my jacket back on because I'm going down into the wind again. I'm headed back to the house now. Well, I'm back in the wind again. Oh, strong too. Yeah, I said it was going to be stronger in the afternoon, and it did. I'm going to cut this net wrap off of this for tomorrow so I don't have to do it tomorrow. I'm going to feed hay tomorrow. Yeah, that's cut off and ready for tomorrow feeding. I got 10 bales left. That should last at least till the end of April. I'm going to start feeding just one a day since the grass is starting to grow. One bale a day, one bale a week or less. The grass grows more. And yeah, it should last at least to the end of April, maybe into May. We'll see. That wind sure is strong. Cold too. Yeah, the wind's from the northwest or west. It's coming in from that direction, but it keeps changing direction too, so it's hard to tell exactly where it went. West, northwest, I'd say. Yeah, it's a cold one, but the sun's warm if you're not in the wind. The Highlanders are warming themselves in the sun. I think they're more out of the wind here. They're comfortable. Little bully's over there eating hay. It's windy over there though, I can see it on his fur. Yeah, he's eating good. Hope he grows better, faster. They're okay too. Tomorrow will be a good day to feed hay. The ground's firm enough to drive the tractor, and it'll be warm too. And the wind won't be so strong either. Not like today. Well, it was 48 at 10:30, and now it's 56. So temperature is rising today, even with the wind. Well, it's 4 p.m. Or actually, it's 4:20 p.m. now, and there's my shadow down there, and the cattle. I think they were out eating some grass, but now they came back to eat some hay. And I'll give them a new bale there tomorrow over here. Yeah, I'll just give them one bale. Nothing up by the barn because there's plenty of hay there. And temperature's starting to cool off. I mean, it's still windy and cool. It's been windy all day, and temperature got up to 56. I think, what was it? 1:30? Yeah, 56, I think. And it's down to 54 now, so starting to cool off as the sun gets lower. Yeah. So I'll be feeding hay tomorrow. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow, and the ground's drying out pretty good now, so I won't have any problem getting the tractor up there to the big pasture, or down here too. Yeah, it's pretty dry. It's a lot drier down there than it was beginning of the week, that's for sure. The skies have been clear all day, but very windy, very windy. Yeah, very windy. I think I'll make another trip out to the barn, and I don't think I went up to the barn. Oh, did I go this morning? Yeah, I did. I went this morning. I'll take another trip out there to check the groundhog trap, see if I got caught anything. In this warmer temperatures, groundhog should be coming out of their holes by now. Well, this ain't what I expected. I was hoping to catch something in my trap, but all they did was push some more dirt into the trap, and then they came out here. So now I gotta figure out how to block that better. Yeah, I got an idea. Let's see if I can do it. I also have to clean the trap out, but first I got to block that hole there. See if I can get that log moved up there. Yeah, that should stop them for a little while. They'll probably dig underneath it, but I'm hoping that they go through the trap. Should be easier. We'll see. I got the trap cleaned out of the dirt, and hey, I'll put some more hay in the front here, but only on the inside. Then I'll put these boards back on top like they were. I put a couple big logs there because they dug a hole right there on this side coming out, and I put another log over there in case they decide to go out further. Okay, I just have to keep an eye on them. Hopefully something will come out and get caught in my trap. Okay, trap is set. They stopped throwing dirt in it and just come out. Yeah, they had to go in the trap to push the dirt out, I think, but they didn't come far enough to the front to actually push the lever to close the gate after they're in. Anyway, I'll be checking it every day now till I catch something. I know the groundhogs are working down in the hole, and they had a hole on the other side, which means they came out. Does that mean they're out now? Somewhere around here? And are they going to come back? Oh, there's a big bird that flew off. Yeah, there goes that big bird. Bye, bird. Cattle are still down here. They saw me and they started to come up. Anyway, if the groundhog came out of that hole, they won't be able to go back in this way unless they dig another hole somewhere, or dig a hole on the inside, which they've done before. I gotta keep checking the inside of the barn too for holes and plug them up as best I can if there are any. Alright, I just have to check it again tomorrow. Yeah, I still got plenty of hay up in the barn. That's why I'm not going to give them any this time. Tomorrow I'll give them a bale down in the bottom. So that's where they belong. They don't really belong up here. Not in warm weather or warmer weather. Boy, the waves are big. Yeah, the wind's pretty strong to make those big waves. I checked for groundhog holes inside the barn, but nothing. The only hole was on outside, so I don't know if they came out and went back in or they stayed out. If they're outside now, they'll have to dig another hole to get back in somewhere. Okay, hopefully they'll get caught in that trap and I can be done with it for a while. But I always have a trap set there in case another one shows up. They just like to live underneath my barn, that's all. Okay. There's a nice reflection of the sunlight on the water. The neighbor's playing their music loud again. Oh boy. It must be hard of hearing or something. They always play it so loud. And that's inside their house. Out here I can hear it. It's too loud for me. Outside. There's Bud. Here's my Bud cat. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to wait for sunset. I'm tired today. Tomorrow's the hay feeding day finally. Yeah, I waited long enough. They were still eating hay out there in the big pasture, the old stuff. So they weren't going hungry. Alright. There's a nice view. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I need to prune the top of those, cut those top of the limbs off, and some of these on the outside here, I need to cut them off. Cut some of these off. Or this one ain't so bad. It ain't so tall yet, so maybe I'll leave it. But that one down there, I got to get them tall branches cut off about halfway, and the ones on the edges, yeah, I need to clean that up. But not today. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow after I feed hay. It'll be warm. Okay, there's my shadow off to the edge there. Yeah. Yeah, see me? I'm swaying in the wind. Okay. The other one's over there eating hay. There's my shadow up against a pear tree. Yeah. Yeah. Oh look, she's eating grass underneath the fence. But last time I checked, the fence was working, so yeah, I don't like them when reach underneath the fence like that, especially when they don't get shocked. I better check it, make sure it's on. It's after 4:30 p.m. somewhere. Well, I'm casting a long shadow now. Yeah, the sun's getting low. Okay. And that is a T-post, shadow of a T-post, or some other post. I'm not sure which. I have to go turn around and look. Actually, I think it was this post right here. Yeah. Hi, bud. Bud, what you doing? Nothing, huh? She's over there all by herself. The other cattle are over there. Cat's playing again on the road. Be careful on the road there, bud. You don't want to get run over. I always wonder what happened to his big brother. Is a year older than him. He was such a nice cat. But he disappeared. But that's okay. I got hit this one took his place. He's not as friendly as the other one. But at least he don't jump on my shoulder like the other one did. I'm out here to check mail. Hey there, bud. You don't like the wind either, do you? Yeah, it's blowing pretty hard. Oh, I just realized I got some T-posts here. I'll have to remember that next time I need some. Yeah, wind's still blowing. Yeah. Oh, bud. Yeah, wind's still blowing. Yeah, you should go hunting somewhere, bud. Yeah. Go hunt somewhere. It's 5 p.m. now. I don't feel like coming back out for the sunset, but I might if I don't forget. We'll see. If not, then I'll catch you on the next one. Long shadow, long shadow. Hey, bud. Where you headed? Yeah, always following me around, aren't you? I got the sprayer ready to go too. I got some new wires put on the end there with the battery. It's working. I tested it. Yeah. Yeah. I think I made a mistake though. I left some water in the bottom of it, which means there was probably some water in these hoses here. When it got so cold, I should have made sure I was all drained out before the below freezing temperatures came, but I didn't. But anyway, it's working. I tested it earlier this week after it warmed up. So I still got to wait for the hayfield to be dry enough. Yeah, it's still, I'm sure it's still a little spongy right now. Yeah, but I'll be as soon as the weather. My brother's going to want this thing back by the end of March, so hopefully I'll get some good weather to spray another treatment of liquid fertilizer on the hayfield somewhere. Okay, we'll see. At least I got At least I got it where it's going to work with the motor now, so the fluid should come out better than I did with just gravity. That didn't work too good. That cooled back down to about 54, 53. Yeah, it's cooling off already. Sun will be down in about half hour or so. Well, it's 5:40 p.m. Sun's going down. I think it's got another 10 minutes, but it's down enough for me. And it's still windy. Hopefully tomorrow will be a calmer day, wind-wise. But wind or not, I'll have to feed the cattle. Yeah, that's my plan. I already got the net wrap cut off the bales of